kind of your evolution as a catcher. I mean, I think first and foremost, like you were one that really liked to use multiple different setups, put yourself in different positions. I think like talk a little bit about where just that experiment came first, like where you started to think like, oh, maybe I should, you know, try something a little bit different.
I can be pretty specific on this. I might misquote the year. I think it was 2013. It could have been 2014. We were at Camden Yards, got there early as most younger players do, especially, that team was a pretty veteran team. So you didn't want to mess around with them. Got there pretty early. I think it was a Sunday morning, and I was supposed to start that day, and MLB Network was running on the TV, and it was the first time I've ever seen like statistical data on receiving framing. And I was actually really good friends with our video analytics guy who's always there on site, running through all the numbers, doing the printouts of all the data and all that. And I was like, man, I got to be pretty good on this list. So then I wasn't on the top 10 of the list, which I kind of expected to be because I thought that was one of my strengths. So then he was able to dive into the data and analytics and figure out what were the specific areas all these guys were doing better than me and what were their weaknesses as well. So we kind of took all that and realized the bottom of the zone was the area I wasn't doing as well as, the top third of the league. I'm like, crap, I actually think I'm pretty good at that. So, again, being a bigger guy, Russell Martin is almost a foot shorter than me. So it's like a little bit of a difference in leverage and all those type things. So that's kind of how we came up with it. It was actually him and I talking about it. And I was like, what if I just sat on the ground? He's like, well, I don't think you can do that, but maybe you could like put a knee on the ground. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So then I just started messing with it after that. I pulled it out. I think like a week later, we went up in Toronto. And of course, my manager at the time was Robin Ventura. So, first inning, I'm out there and he's like, come back in. He's like, what the heck are you doing? It's like, I'm trying something new. Just bear with me. All right. I think it's going to work. But I mean, essentially, what it does, it just lowers your center of gravity. So your position of strength is now 6, 8 inches lower versus a traditional setup where you're a little more elevated. So ultimately, it achieved what I wanted it to, and then it's just escalated from there. I dove into it as much as I could. I think I did a good job realizing I wasn't the best blocker, I wasn't the best thrower, I wasn't the best hitter, but this is something I could potentially be the best at. So I just lived and breathed it and just thought about it nonstop all day, every day. And then it just evolved into 6, 7 different setups based upon left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, pitch type that's coming at me, the count, the situation. What am I trying to achieve with this? How can I help my pitcher execute this pitch and still maybe help him get some borderline calls?